Hey everyone, welcome back to the Waterstones vlog. It's the last vlog of the year. It's Christmas. So the whole team has assembled and we're going to share 2 books each. We're going to be telling you the one book that we want to receive this Christmas and the one book that we want to be gifting this Christmas. I will be back at the end, but for now I hand you over to Naomi.
Hi, it's Naomi, and the book I'm going to be giving the most this year is To Obama with Love, Joy, Hate and Despair. This book is a really interesting insight into Barack Obama's presidency. It's also a really nice companion book for Michelle Obama's autobiography, Becoming, which is out this year as well. Essentially, Barack Obama received 10,000 letters a day when he was president, and it's the job of his mail team to whittle them down to the 10 letters of the day which best represent the American people. So this is a story of the mailroom, the process, the people who work there. Barack Obama is interviewed about it, and so are the letter writers themselves. It's really interesting to hear from their side of things. There are sample letters included as well, which are incredibly infuriating, moving and heartbreaking all at the same time. It's a really, really interesting insight into the American people, and I'd highly recommend it. The book I most want to receive this Christmas is the Penguin Classics book. I think it's the ultimate reader's book. It brings together 1,200 titles by 500 different authors. It sorts them by genre and chronology. I think there's something for everyone in there. If you're new to reading the classics, you'll appreciate it as a guide. If you're a bit more of an old hand, you'll like a bit of fresh inspiration, and you'll appreciate some of the literary connections that they highlight in there as well. Any reader will thank you for buying this for them for Christmas. It's a real treasure trove. And that's it from me. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm in my Christmas jumper, I'm back home and I'm so excited to talk to you about some books. So the book that I'm going to be giving everyone this Christmas is Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. So this book actually came out in 1975 in America and is considered an American classic, but it was very hard to get your hands on a copy in the UK until very recently when Bloomsbury came out with this absolutely gorgeous edition. It is technically a 9 to 12 book, but the messages it contains and the way it's written I think make the perfect gift for anyone really. It's about life and death and living life to its full and appreciating what you have while you have it. It's about a girl called Winnie Foster who lives in rural America and she's planning on running away from home, and she meets this family who are accidentally immortal and they kind of kidnap her and then tell her about their life and why it is that they don't like being immortal, why she shouldn't wish to be immortal, and it just makes you think about a lot of things and it's absolutely a gorgeous read. And the book I would most like to receive this Christmas is The Throne of Glass Special Edition by Sarah J. Maas. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited when I heard that Bloomsbury were re-releasing these books in these beautiful editions. Throne of Glass is one of my absolute favourite YA fantasy series and I'm so excited to have an entire shelf filled with beautiful books. It makes a very nice gift because the last Throne of Glass book came out just a few months ago and this one just makes me want to read them and fall in love with them all over again. Have a good Christmas!
So I'll start off with the one that I'm giving, and I'll be giving this to my daughter, and it's called Power to the Princess, and it's 15 favourite fairy tales retold with girl power. This book's really cool. So you've got your standard ones like Beauty and the Beast and Rapunzel, and Aladdin and things like that, and they've been retold with some really good like feminist twists, and they're not just like damsels in distress, they are just cool, edgy young women. So yeah, this is a cool book that I'm going to be giving. Would just like to highlight this weird horse, and this illustration in particular made my day in Thumbelina. This like sneaky little mole. So yeah, Power to the Princess by Vita Morrow, published by Lincoln Children's Books. This will be the book that I'll be giving. And the book I'm hoping to receive this Christmas is I'll Be Gone in the Dark. I am a true crime obsessive and total murderino, and Michelle McNamara's story of the Golden State Killer is just one which is right up my street. This is going to be a true crime book of a generation. McNamara's research, the depth of research that she's done for this book is outstanding. So my family who are out there, please get me this book for Christmas because I really want to read it. Bye!
Hi guys, it's Aisling here with some Christmas book buying recommendations for you. So the book that I would buy for somebody else is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. I would buy this because it was also one of my favourite books of the year. This book follows the journey of a young woman who sets out on this quest to put herself asleep for a year. And although that sounds quite bleak and maybe a little bit dark, which it is at times, but it's also very darkly comedic and whip smart and just written with great precision and skill. And I think it's something that maybe a lot of people might not think to pick up for themselves. It's not the typical kind of page turning book that was sort of everywhere, so maybe it went a little bit more under the radar this year. So I would definitely recommend that. I think it's a great present and I think a lot of people would like it as well. I think it's more accessible than people would realize. And the book that I would get for myself as a gift, which I already have, I've already gifted it to myself, is Four Soldiers by Hubert Mingarelli. He is also the author of the really popular novella A Meal in Winter. This book follows the tale of 4 soldiers in the Red Army during the Russian Civil War. It's kind of a meditation on friendship in this kind of frozen expanse, you know, in the snow. There's not really anything else going around. And the majority of the book is spent sort of waiting for something to happen, and then there's this kind of really beautiful, sad ending. And I don't know what it is about Christmas, but it sort of makes me want to curl up with kind of a sad book. You know, I can imagine reading this by the fire, you know, with a big jumper on and, you know, some mince pie and some tea or something. So that's what I would like. And also it's very short, so, you know, there's nothing like a nice little short book while you're really busy with all your other family obligations this Christmas. And it's also just a really, really beautiful book as well. So that would be the gift that I would pick for myself. So I hope you guys like these book recommendations. Happy Christmas, and I hope your book buying goes very well. See you next year. Bye.
So there you go, loads of absolutely fantastic book recommendations for Christmas. I'm back with my 2. I'm going to start off with the book that I would like to receive this Christmas, and it is this beauty, which I have only recently discovered and completely fallen in love with. It's called The Writer's Map. It's published by Thames and Hudson and it's edited by Hugh Lewis-Jones, and it is an atlas of imaginary lands. These are the maps of lands that you'll have remembered from your childhood, like Narnia, or Middle-earth, or even the Marauders map from Harry Potter, but there's so much more. This book is absolutely crammed full of gorgeous colour illustrations, but even better than that, it's filled with some fantastic writings from brilliant authors and writers about the whole ideas of these imaginary worlds and of map making and of what fiction really is all about, which is sort of going into places that have been created by writers. So we've got names like Philip Pullman, David Mitchell, Sandy Toksvig, Piers Torday, Coralie Bickford-Smith. I mean, amazing array of writers on the back of this book. So there you go, that is the book that I want to be given. Please, if any of you want to give it to me, you know where to find me. As for the book that I would like to give to you, you're going to have to indulge me here. I wrote a book. This is my book. It's called All Quiet on the West End Front, and it's called that because for 4.5 years I was in the National Theatre's production of Warhorse in the West End. Now 4.5 years is a very long time to do one show. In fact, I was in it for longer than the actual First World War. So I sat down to write a book all about the experiences of being a jobbing actor in a show that becomes a huge thing. So what's it like to perform in front of the Queen or Steven Spielberg, or to see your show turned into a film by Steven Spielberg, to then perform that show on AT Live to millions of people all over the world. But also, what is it like to do the same lines every night over 1,700 times? What is it like to spend all that time in the building with the same people and to have cast change each year and all that sort of stuff? So it's really an insight into the National Theatre's most successful ever show from the perspective of me, the bloke who was in it. So there you go, All Quiet on the West End Front, of course available on waterstones.com. So there we go, that is the end of this year's vlogging. If you have any feedback or comments that you would like to give, what you would like to see from the Waterstones vlog in 2019, now is your chance. Please leave comments below on whichever platform that you're watching this on, because we would love to hear your input. These vlogs are for you, so we'd love to know more about what you would like to see here. Until then, have a brilliant Christmas, have a brilliant New Year, and we will see you in 2019. Take care.